Hello and welcome back to Jade Empire. We are in the Imperial City and we finished talking to all of our companions. We have a rough idea of what each of them want to do. So now we have to decide who we want to take out with us. I'm not 100% sure. I could take Wildflower. She's generally quite interesting for random spiritual stuff. We could take Who, but Who's problem is that he's absolutely awful as a fighter. I mean, we could take him, if we're just going to go and talk to everyone, we can take him right now.
Don't bump into my suspicious spouse.
Yes, and then we'll go and, we'll ditch him when we get into fighting territory. And that way we can see if he has any random events in this area. Cool. Hello, who are you?
I'm not worried.
Oh, you're a commoner.
Be on the lookout for the Scourge of the South. It is your duty as citizens of the Empire to report anyone who matches this description.
Oh dear.
Keep an eye out for a strange-looking man in priestly robes. Reports suggest he is well over 7 feet tall and fully armed. This man is very dangerous.
Yes.
Do not try to apprehend the Scourge of the South, but instead report what you've seen to the authorities immediately.
Scourge of the South. That's got a certain ring to it. Too bad they didn't get your appearance right. Or perhaps it's good they didn't.
Yeah? And interested in who's sitting in that corner. Ooh, interesting loading screen. Who are you? Commoner. Okay, I think we're going to find that an awful lot. Girl. Boy. Okay.
The Scourge of the South has...
Hello, Lotus Assassin. How you doing?
Out of sheer spite, the Scourge interrupted the economic trade in Tien's Landing and all the towns surrounding it. Hundreds have fled.
Yep, pure spite. That was exactly why I did it. Hello?
Where are those mercenaries? Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
Sure. For the right price.
If you are who I'm waiting for, you have some explaining to do.
Excuse me?
Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
Yeah, it sounds like these mercenaries have just forfeited their job to me.
I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
Definitely. Yes.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
If this captain wanted a real hunter, he should be hiring my wife. There's a woman who can scent a crime from miles away.
I love him. He's so
I'm
good.
searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
Okay. Offer me something better.
Do you people have some sort of code that requires each one of you to bargain about this sort of thing?
I guess. Well, we've got some charm. Surely this money doesn't come out of your pocket. The Empire wouldn't miss a few extra coins.
I do enjoy going through this dance with each new contract. You've made your point. I'll add an extra percentage to both bounties and find some way to justify the extra cost to the Ministry of Harmony.
Okay. I'm happy to help.
A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial arena.
I want to hear more about Fading Moon.
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she had escaped to the necropolis.
Okay. Why was nothing done to catch her earlier?
Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort.
Okay. Can I see the scene of the crime?
The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime. just ash.
Okay. Let's hear about Creative Yukon.
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord
Well, he's a
Rento is
master
away
of
on court business,
disguise.
but his
He's
wife
obviously above
informed
us.
me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial arena if we needed her. You could start there.
Okay, what could she tell us?
She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have.
Okay. I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
Okay, let's go. Let's cross this
Scourge.
bridge. Yes, yes. Scourge. Scourge.
No other place in the Empire can compare to the Imperial City. I love the peaceful bustle of commerce. And the absence of my wife.
Fantastic. What have we got? Boy. Nobody's interesting here. What about you? 2 people merged into one. Yup. Commoner. Commoner. Sign. Guard. Door to other place. Golden Way. Okay. I think we might be clear here. On that side. Anyway. Book stand. The History of Flight, Volume 4. Sometime after Scholar Xu Wen and his prototype flyer disappeared, an apprentice from the Imperial City discovered the scholar's cryptic notes detailing the use of the inscrutable power source. The apprentice showed the information to his master, General Sung Tao. Sung Tao was an engineer before he joined the army, and he recognized the potential of the scholar's work. He convinced Emperor Sun Suen to fund a project to develop a flyer to use in the army. The Emperor agreed readily, and after several months of trying, the first true flyer was created. Within a year, the skies near the Imperial Palace were filled with flyers. Though the safety of the new flyers was questionable, it didn't take long for others to adopt and improve upon the design. Okay, that's not all of them. There must be like a History of Flight number 5 somewhere. Commoner. What's in here? This is an interesting room. Okay. Also interesting, the music just completely stopped. Hello, Commoner. Nothing, no one. Blacksmith shop, definitely worth looking in a second. That's the way. I know this is the way to the Black Leopard School, just from remembering it. Junda and Lena. Okay. I just want to have a look and see what we've got. Commoner, Commoner. Ooh, vase. Get our 3 silver there. Nothing. Ooh, bamboo cask. Gem of Foresight. Interesting. Were we not given an extra gem slot? Oh no, we weren't. I guess we already were. We were, and we already used it. Okay, fine. Nope, none of those, none of those. So the only people we've got to speak to are Junda, Lena, Blacksmith, and then we can cross over to the Imperial Arena. Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Did someone from the Black Leopard School send you? No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale?
Of course. But first of all, tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell, really. I've been working with the school for almost 20 years, like my father did before me. When they asked me to work for the school exclusively, I accepted. I'd rather have a steady life making weapons by the bunch than doing special orders all the time. And every once in a while, I get to make something unique. The masters have some amazing scrolls describing weapons I never even knew existed.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the Black Leopard School.
Well, it's the best of its kind in all the Empire, or at least that's what I'm told. Of course, it's seen better days. Having 2 masters has really hurt the school, if you ask me. Seems the students spend more time bickering than fighting. But what do I know? If it was me, I'd just kick one of the masters out on his ear. I'd like to tell you which one, too, but I'd better not. Best not to get involved.
Okay. What do you have for sale?
Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your time.
Right. There's actually not that much. So we have the bar of nickeled iron, which we're going to buy because that's for the heaven thing. We have Craftsman's Litany. Many craftsmen repeat litanies in their heads while they work, the repetition helping them focus. A warrior who's learned the power of such exercises can blah 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 get 5 focus. Sure. Flawless is the other, that's the staff that we could have got back in TN's Landing, and Dragon Sword is the direct upgrade to our sword. So we are 100% going to buy Dragon Sword. Does put us a little bit low on cash, but that's going to fix itself very, very soon. Right, Junda and Lena. Hello, Lena.
Talk to Junda.
Okay, hello, Junda.
Excuse me, out of my way. I've got to get these buns to the Scholars Garden. Quick, quick, now move.
Oh, I know someone who knows Buns.
I'm very sorry. Please accept my heartfelt apologies. My husband has the manners of a strutting clock sometimes.
I seem to recall you rather enjoyed my strutting at one time, old woman.
Ooh.
Shush now. You'll offend the gods of decency. This poor traveler's likely to think that the Imperial city is full of indecent folk and offensive talk. Now then, after all the trouble we've caused you, is there anything we can help you with? We've got fresh buns. Just made them myself.
Yeah. Do you mind if I ask you two some questions?
Talk. That's all people want to do. I don't get paid to talk. I sell buns. That's what I do.
Ha! No time to talk, he says. The only time you're ever quiet is when you're eating one of my buns. Now be polite and answer some questions.
Who are you two? What are you doing here?
We're members of the local traveling circus. I'm a fire eater and Lena is a juggler. We just sell buns on the side to make a little extra silver.
Junda, could you try to be civil? Just this once? This buffoon of a man is Junda, and I am Lena, his wife, as he is fond of reminding me. We sell buns here in the city. Well, I bake, and he sells.
Okay. What can you tell me about the Imperial City?
There is much to tell about the city, but we do need to sell the buns while they're fresh. Perhaps you could be more specific?
Okay. Key landmarks?
Why don't you go and check out the Imperial Arena? It's a prosperous place to sell buns, especially before a big fight.
Mm-hmm.
You and those fights. I can't stand watching them. I prefer to take walks by the wall or just gaze at the magnificent palace.
Okay, what can you tell me about the arena?
What's to tell? Fighters fight, spectators watch, gamblers gamble. It's just like any other arena, except the level of competition is very high here. I talked to Kui, the promoter, if you really want to know more about the arena. He talks more than you do, but at least he buys my buns.
Okay, tell me about the tavern.
It's busy, but it's a good place to get information and meet people. Best wine in the Empire, too.
How would you know, you lazy lout? You've never been outside the city in your life. Best in the Empire. Ha! Probably the only wine you've ever had.
Okay, how about the wall in the palace?
The wall is magnificent. It just keeps growing. Though I pity the criminals who are forced to work there. Very few ever return. The palace is truly one of our greatest treasures. The heavens have indeed blessed our empire greatly to give us such a beautiful edifice.
It's unnatural, I say. Just floating up in the air. Emperor or no, it's not right to live in a place that just floats like that.
Wait, the palace floats? I'm going to need to look up in the sky, see if we can spot that. Also, these people are floating. That is some nifty floating they've got going on there. Oh, and now he's fine. I want to ask you something else.
What did you want to know?
About the districts.
Well, this district is called the Market District. This is where most of the buying and selling happens. Most of the lower classes live and work here.
And die here, too. Not like those nobles and wealthy merchants over in the Golden Way or in the Scholar's Garden. Born into a life of luxury. Huh, must be nice.
Yes, dear. Life has been cruel, hasn't it? Good work, a wonderful family, and many friends. Poor Junda. Next you'll blame the nobles for your backaches, too.
Okay, can we go back to my original questions?
Yes, yes, more questions. Are you sure I couldn't interest you in a bun? They're nice and fresh. Or at least they were when we started talking.
Okay. What do you know about deaths? You know what? We're not going to ask that question.
I have buns to sell, and it doesn't look like you're buying.
Don't mind him. He just takes a while to get used to. Much like an ache in the bones if it lasts long enough. Eventually, you learn to ignore it. Good day to you.
Mm-hmm. We were definitely told not to ask people about Death's Hand and Master Lee, so I think we can stick to that for just now. And this will be the arena. Yep. Base to kick. A little bit of silver. And here there should be a basket. If I remember right. I'm just vaguely remembering. Yeah, bamboo cask. With a configuration in it. That's exactly what I was looking for. Configuration of the dragon. What do we need for a configuration of the dragon? We need Guided by the Tiger, Cauldron Bubbles, Cogswirl, water infused with sulfur. Okay, so we need sulfur water before we can do that one. Cool. Boy, Henpecked How. We'll just continue along here till we've done the full circuit. Oh, it's reloading, so we must be going back into Companion Land. Yeah, cool. I believe there's a chance we'll just get random events as we walk back in here, so I want to check that we didn't get any. Nope. Okay, I am going to switch out Henpecked How for Mr. Black Whirlwind. And there's a very good reason for this, because I believe Black Whirlwind has a lot of unique dialogue in the arena, so I want to try that out. Right. Hello, commoner. Right, in we go. Also, we need someone to fight soon. Maybe. We didn't really need to go back to switch out, but I did anyway.
That's why my men brought you to me. I wanted to finish this personally.
Oh.
But I...
Don't even try to make this better. You should have won that fight, Zhang, but you suddenly developed that blind spot, didn't you? Did the glint of silver get in your eye?
Joe, honestly, I...
You needed something for to witness one?
Yes, I need to speak with you in private. It seems Warrior Zhang has decided to retire.
Are we still live? That's good.
I'm finished here. If you're here to fight, do what they tell you.
Okay. What just happened?
You couldn't see for yourself? I was just retired from the Imperial arena. Guess my spot in the roster is yours if you want it. Go find Kui the promoter if you think you can fill my shoes. He's always upstairs in the third room over or so, and looking for new blood. I'm taking what I have left from my winnings and leaving.
Oh, okay. Very nice to say that to just... Hello, stranger. I know I've never met you before, but you look like you want to fight, and I'm going to tell you exactly where. Oh, wait, we don't need to use the spirit font. Patron Bet Taker. Okay, Bet Taker, hello.
You? What could you possibly want? You're not here to bet, are you?
I could be.
Betting's only open when there's a match on, and right now, I don't see hundreds of people screaming at me, so I can assume there's no match on.
Very rude person. When will there be a match to bet on?
When Kui the promoter gets around to setting one up. Go bother him if you really have to know this instant. Of course, he'll take one look at you and say, there's a new fish to throw into the ring. Good money if you fight for him, but that's your business and no care of mine. If you want to find Kui, he'll be upstairs, usually in the fighter's room, just past where the nobles marinate in their own decadence.
Okay. How does betting work?
Right now, it doesn't. No match, no bets. That's not so hard, is it? And don't ask how it works when a match is on. I'm not your teacher. Come to think of it, you look a bit strapping. Why not fight instead of talking to me?
Why do you exist
Kui the
as an
promoter's
NPC?
your man if you're interested. He'll be upstairs a few rooms around the circle.
I'll let you get back to standing here.
Good, you do that. I need all the quiet I can get before the matches start. Have to build it up so I don't go insane when the crowds come.
Okay, well, that's fine. Thunderous Tauran, hello.
Welcome! It's always good to see a new face at the counter. If you've got silver to spend, I'll be happy to help you out.
No, we just spent it all at the blacksmiths.
I'm known as Thunderous Tauran, and you are my most honored customer right now, so you have all of my attention.
Okay, you have anything I might be interested in?
You look like a warrior to my eye, probably not fit for the odds and sods the usual patrons might pick up.
Tell me more about the arena.
The man to see is named Kui the Promoter. He knows everything there is to know about this place.
Uh-huh.
Might even be looking for a new body to fill out the roster. This could be your chance. If you're interested, he's usually up in his office, up and around to the back.
So, you definitely don't think I would want to miss
Stop
that?
by again. Miniature Ravager hoods for the kids are coming in any day now. You know you'll want two.
Yeah, okay, I think we should go see Key the Promoter in a second. Imperial Champions, gaze upon these words with reverence, for they offer some small slice of history of the most glorious contest in the arena. The Ravager. Deadly, cold and precise, the Ravager refuses to speak and shows no care for the crowd, but none can question his deadly strength. Wildly popular with the more bloodthirsty members of our crowd, the Ravager's rare fights are always sold out. Raging Ox. All of the Imperial City fondly remembers Raging Ox, our recently retired Imperial champion. Quick with a smile and famous for his antics both in and out of the ring, Ox's legend will live on for many lifetimes. Kaylan the Serpent. Kaylan's phenomenal control over magic and his intense focus made him one of the greatest champions to grace the ring of the Imperial arena. Cold and imperious, Kaylan played to the crowd to cultivate a love-hate relationship that has persisted to this day. Interesting. Okay, lots of XP there. I think we're going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching, and next time we'll go and, well, we'll go and see what's up in the Imperial arena. See you then. Goodbye.